Gentlemen of the price, gentlemen and lady of the price, I want to say thank you. You are welcome to the all important conversation with you. Again, I just want to inform the people of Liberia, most especially the people of Monserrate County, that considering during the annual break, I had the opportunity to tour this time rural Monserrate County. We have two districts that I consider rural Monserrate. That is district number 17 and district number 1. If I'm a brief you what's happening, both districts, if I will also like to plan a time to invite members of the press to have a tour with me in those two districts so you can see for yourself what is happening. There are a lot of challenges with our people in those two districts. And considering my conversation with them, I thought it wise that we found solution to some of those problems. And to find solution to those problems, you must have some leadership structure in place. And those leadership in structure, presently you have District 17, where you have Memetan, you have Attington, you have Clash Island. You can take up to 2 days. It is impossible for you to complete the tour of just this one single district. And some of these towns and villages in those districts, the challenges of road, connectivity, the issue of healthcare system. There are towns and villages where children have never been to school into those places. And all is leading that Monserrate County, considering you have 17 districts and you have the superintendent that is seated within Bento. I also thought it was that considering that the St. Paul River Statutory District do exist, let me make it known to members of the press and to the people of Monserrate County that St. Paul River Statutory District, it do exist. What we are doing today now is to make it official. This is why today I was able to put this bill on the floor in making sure that we have St. Paul Statutory District become official. And where in this case, they will have their own superintendent, they will have their own local government officials. We will work along with them to structure the priorities of this district and in making sure that they also be considered as Liberian citizens, where they will benefit from the national government. This superintendent or the local leadership that will be in charge when this bill is passed into law and signed by the president. There will be also, we are going to lobby with our colleagues to have budgetary support to statutory districts in making sure that they also meet up the developmental agenda as a country. So today is a great day, and not just that, but next week I'm also going to be introducing to you district number 1, where you have the Diegola Statutory District. You can spend 2-3 days, you cannot complete the tour in district number 1, where people say district, Todi district, but they have a settlement area that they call Diegola Statutory District, and that area, I can say to you, the people of that area have been forgotten. They have not feeling the presence of government and past government since it existed. The role and challenges, people continue to still drink from the creek, children are going to school. So we thought it wise that we're also going to be next week introducing into law to the Honorable Liberian Senate to send to the President to sign that into law. The Diegola Statutory District within the Todi Belt, where they will also feel the presence of government. They will always also have the structure. They will have leaders from there that will come to make the case on behalf of the Degola Statutory District area. So I want to say thank you for this information. I can assure you that we will work with our colleagues to provide all necessary information. During the public hearing of each of those bills, we will bring citizens from those areas to come and give reason why they want to have the structure, the administrative structure in place in the places. So I want to say thank you, and I will answer any question that you want me to answer relating to those issues. Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Jackson Clay, and I write for ABC Radio. You said you went through those places and you saw. Have you done financial implication when with the government before preparing the, because if you turn them into a statutory district, they will have a whole lot of government officials as well coming onto government payroll, and you are already into government, you understand how the constrained government fees. So have you gone through the financial implications as well?
The priority of this bill is not about the financial implications or the financial concern. What is important is that how do the people benefit into the resources of Liberia. They are citizens of this country, and they should be considered. And we should put the structure in place so that they need people that will sit on a table to discuss with them. They have vast land where they are capable of making agriculture. There have been companies that have operated there in the past, and nothing they have benefited. Since 1984, it was the last time that road was ever touched, except recent time when I worked on that road to make sure that we fix it. So since 1984, before the civil crisis, to present 2001, to tell you that the people really need this administrative district. So if the individuals, leaders there will come and speak on their behalf, you're going to see that, you'll see the differences. Yeah.
So have you managed to talk to leaders in terms of the population, because these districts are really based on the size of the population?
If you soon receive the copy of the bill, the population of the Simple Statutory District is 70,000 inhabitants. Yeah, so we have all of those information, and we believe that with that population, I think, trust me, members of the press and fellow citizens, you can't have 70,000 persons sitting down, stranded, and there's no opportunity for them. How do 70,000 persons feed the presence of government? Do you have a hospital there? Government hospital? There's no government hospital in those in those places. So I think there's a need to make sure that we get an opportunity for them. What's the government school where they can attend? So I think Simple Statutory District, which have been in existence, but now is to make it official, recognized by government, so they can also be supported in the national budget.
You talk about the challenges that you got from the constituent members when you visited them, that gave rise to introducing this bill now. Would you like to expand more on some of these challenges that gave rise to this?
Yeah, just touch on them. There are numerous of challenges, and I just don't want to touch about challenges. What I would love to do, I will be inviting members of the press to join me to go and see. One of the major situations that we saw there, that we had a lot of persons that were sick, and immediately I returned back home, I was able to organize a 35-man medical team in making sure that we send a mobile medical team there that were able to help them. So in terms, there were a lot of people sick, and we were able to send 5 persons for emergency care to JFK. Unfortunately for us, 2 died, and then 3 was able to make it. And but I don't want to say we were late, but could you imagine they have been sick for more than a year, and they don't have money to go to hospital. There's no hospital there for them to even go to. Even the transportation to get on motorbike is difficult. So that is why. Yeah.
James, good afternoon, from TV. You've been in government for a couple of years. You were a representative and now senator. Why now? You did not push it. Why today you want it?
Well, you just answered the question. I was representative. Now I'm a senator. Considering now I'm a senator, I cover the 17 electoral district. And district number 17, where the St. Paul Leroy Statutory District situated, it's my responsibility as the senator of the county. When I visit there, I see those needs, I'm going to be able to find solution to it. So that is why I'm finding solution to it. And in doing that is to first of all put the administrative structure in place, put a policy in place where they are captured in national budget, where they have leaders. And I can assure you, leaders from when that bill is passed, leaders that will be appointed by the president to serve the statutory district or St. Paul River will be only citizens from that particular area. That's what we're going to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Senator, I'm President Small. I'm a fan. I got two concerns. One, that district is headed by a representative, the lawmaker. What is the consultation level between you and the representative for districts 17 and 51? My next question is this the beginning of the formation of an upper Montserrat County and lower Montserrat County?
Well, what I can say to you, I want to believe Representative Hassan Kezulu, who is a good friend of mine, will buy this idea. We will have consultation. The first thing, there are a lot of procedures in introducing a bill. Today, consider the first reading. Don't forget there are 3 different readings. Also, there will be consultations. There will be public hearing. So all of those things will be done. And then visitation by the committee to the areas to see and for themselves. So there are a lot of processes, not just introducing it and then you sit down. But I can assure you that those things will be done, and we are following what we're supposed to do. And what's the next question again?
Could this be the beginning of a
No. Listen, people misconstrued my statement during our opening. I said, if I have my own way, considering what I saw for myself, you're going to see that part of Montserrat County, no government officials is going there. So I never said that we should have 2 counties in Montserrat County. No. And what I was pushing, the logic I was pushing is what I'm delivering now to the people of Liberia through the Liberian Senate by creating statutory status for those districts. And when they have those statutory status, they will have their own leaders. They will be accountable to the citizens. There will be people there to speak for them. Since I got elected as a senator, replacing the former senator president, not a single person have ever left that area and came to my office to talk to me about the situation there. I have to drive there to go and see for myself into those towns and villages to tell you that they don't have a direction. Where you don't have a leader to lead the process, there will be no direction. And this is what the first priority in solving those problems is to make sure that you get leadership on the ground that is recognized by national government. We also work through the national budget in making sure that they are funded and giving all necessary support. So the next bill that will come on the floor is making sure all statutory districts are supported by national government. You can't create a statutory district and the people sit there, no terms of reference, no budgetary support. So these are things that we're going to be doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think, Senator, that no development can go to that place except, their statutory district?
Well, I need a representation. I need to talk. I can't talk to everybody there. I need to, when I went there walking around and calling a town hall meeting, everybody want to talk, but I need the leadership that will be going and coming, that will be able to work with me. And I just told you, we have started work already. We have started preparing the St. Paul River Statutory District. We are working on the roads. As I speak to you, the Ministry of Public Works is presently constructing the bridge that is leading to Attington. The next thing is that we are also discussing with the Ministry of Agriculture, how can they make sure to provide the opportunity for the farmers in that area. It has never happened before. So I think it's about time that we make sure that they are also considered.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. But before
my
we
last
let
question,
you go.
my name is Ruben Sewell. I'm from the Republic newspaper. somebody listening to you would like to know the demarcation of the statutory district you're talking about. Where is it beginning from and where is it ending? Somebody may not know most of our in general.
Well, St. Paul, you all know St. Paul River. It became from St. Paul Bridge there, going all the way to Attington crossing. So we're focusing on the entire district number 17 belt, where the St. Paul River begins and ends. That's where we'll go. So, although citizens of one of the senators were concerned today that they are planning to have the Chisholm bread be considered a bombing district. So in our conversation, documents have been set in committee room. We're going to work with central government to make sure, okay, which area should be considered Maserati and then which area should be considered bombing district, bombing county. So considering this belt, you notice that the people even there are confused. They are asking themselves whether they are in Maserati or they are in bombing. So this bill will be able to solve that problem by making sure that if they have a statutory district, it will be the solution to this problem.
Okay, before we let you go, one will want to know whether these people have not been recognized since the formation of that part. What are you talking about? By national government?
Well, officially, it was already discussed and they were considered a statutory district, but not official, not an act, because to create a statutory district, it had to be official, it had to be done by the national legislature and signed by the president into law. Okay. So what we're doing now is to make it official, to make sure that they are considered, because when they try to push the case, the people say, no, you are still not a statutory district on your own yet. So this is what we're trying to do, all we can to make sure that we have it official on the book, and so that it can be considered.